The phone screen lights up with a shocking message. YouTube has shut down. Digital silence begins. People on the streets look at each other in shock, as if part of their world has vanished. A teenager stares in disbelief at his dead laptop screen, his connection to the world severed. A family sits around the dinner table in complete silence, their mobile screens blank. A young man desperately tries to access YouTube, only to be met with an error message. On monitors everywhere, the YouTube logo slowly fades away, like a piece of history being erased. Giant city billboards once full of video ads are now dark and empty. News anchors broadcast emergency bulletins. YouTube is gone. A content creator sits sadly before a silent camera. A voice lost forever. In cafes, people stare at blank screens, waiting for a miracle that never comes. In an empty school, online classes stand canceled without YouTube. Empty seats tell the heavy story of silence. Students wander with confused faces, searching for a new way to learn without video teachers. A frustrated teacher writes on the whiteboard, "Where do we learn now?" A question no one can answer. Families dust off old books trying to educate their children the old-fashioned way. A child, once a click away from building crafts, now struggles through the cold pages of books. In technical workshops, technicians repeat mistake after mistake without video guidance. Kitchens are filled with half-cooked meals. Chefs, lost without step-by-step tutorials, look helpless. A young man stares hopelessly at a complicated, outdated repair manual for his laptop. A father and son wrestle with a broken bicycle, realizing how hard it is without YouTube tutorials. Music classes fall silent. Scattered sheet music lies forgotten on the desks. Chefs, without YouTube guidance, burn and waste ingredients with every failed attempt. An eager teen struggles to learn a new language from thick, boring books. Workers attempting to learn industrial skills must now endure the long, hard way. A tired teacher lectures a room full of confused and worried students without any video aids. A sign hangs in the schoolyard. Online classes without YouTube equals tougher. Famous YouTubers with heavy hearts pack up their filming equipment. The cameras stand silent. Next to a faded YouTube logo, a creator sits, watching his dream crumble into dust. A teenager, once dreaming of YouTube fame, now stares hopelessly at an uncertain future. Content studios, once vibrant, now stand empty, echoing the silence of lost creativity. Advertising offices that thrived on YouTube campaigns are closing down one by one. Content creation teams sit aimlessly in cold, lifeless rooms, their dreams frozen mid-air. A young man removes his beloved YouTube t-shirt, a quiet goodbye to forgotten smiles. Exhausted graphic designers work on the last project canceled banners. A businessman scrolls through crashing revenue charts, disbelief written on his face. Online stores with signs reading "Sales dropped" tell tales of a failing market. Inside a home, a family silently stares at unpaid bills piling on the table. A former creator calculates his final earnings from YouTube, eyes heavy with sorrow. Half-finished billboards line the streets, abandoned like forgotten dreams. Small content offices shut their doors, the spark of creation extinguished. A dark laptop screen flashes a grim message: digital market in crisis. A young man removes his headphones. A deafening silence engulfs the world around him. A teenager lies on his bed, staring at the ceiling, lost in memories of better days. A girl opens her diary and scribbles with trembling hands, "I miss YouTube." A family sits silently around the dinner table. No words, only heavy silence. A restless child pushes away his toys, missing the colorful cartoons of YouTube. Athletes, stranded without online training, wander through empty gyms. A teenager circles the deserted streets on his bicycle. The world seems frozen. A teacher forces a smile, urging students to rediscover dusty old books. An artist sits quietly, painting the YouTube logo with tears streaming down. A group of friends sits idly. Daily vlogs and shared laughter are now memories. A girl spray paints on a wall. Where did YouTube go? Inside a dark cafe, the large screen remains blank, a symbol of absence. Teenagers huddle on a park bench, swallowed by an overwhelming silence. A man desperately searches for YouTube on his phone, finding only emptiness. A banner waves in the breeze. The network that built our lives is gone. In a sudden twist, smartphone screens light up. A message flashes. YouTube is back. Faces of the people glow with tears and smiles. A joy long forgotten floods their hearts again. Families gather around, watching YouTube videos together with pure happiness. In cafes, giant screens flicker back to life, and the sound of YouTube videos revives the heartbeat of the city. A teenager stares at the glowing YouTube logo on his laptop, as if hope has been reborn. A family sits together, smiling, a phone in hand, grateful for the moments they've shared. In a classroom, a teacher writes, "Thank you YouTube" on the board, honoring the platform's role in education. A child proudly holds up a hand-drawn YouTube logo, celebrating a future full of possibilities. Friends gather, passionately reminiscing about the videos that shaped their lives. A man smiles as he watches an old educational video on his phone, memories still vivid. A teenager writes in a notebook, "I learned. I laughed. I lived." A sentiment we all can feel. In a cafe, a wall proudly displays, "Thanks for connecting us, YouTube," a tribute to brighter days. A woman with a grateful heart writes, "YouTube, you made a difference," a truth felt by millions. From space, the Earth glows under the shining YouTube symbol, a world reunited once more. Children recreate the YouTube logo with candles and lights, a small, heartfelt celebration of its return. And finally, a simple but profound message fades in. Thank you for the memories, YouTube. But now, do we truly appreciate what we have?